For some reason, the name Bruce reminds me of an Australian name, right? So you put Bruce and Strali together, it just sounds like the most Australian thing you've ever heard, right? But, I mean, every time
I guess so.
Is that just me? Bruce Strali, mate. I mean, how Australian can you get? Anyway.
What about that topic though, eh?
Moving on. Just a few weeks ago, Bethesda implemented their paid mods storefront, The Creation Club, into Fallout 4. As you'd expect, much of the community didn't respond well to The Creation Club and complained, among other things, about how awful it was for value for money. But people's actual dislike for The Creation Club has stretched to the point that one of the most popular mods for Fallout 4 is a mod that removes any mention of The Creation Club from the game. Nexus Mods is one of the biggest modding sites around right now, and at the time of recording, there's over 20,000 mods available for Fallout 4. One of the top 3 most popular mods for Fallout 4 is called No More Creation Club News, and the title pretty much says it all. It removes the giant Creation Club advertisement from the main menu of Fallout 4 so players never have to look at it again. At the time of recording, the mod has been downloaded over 15,000 times, and it just reinforces how hostile the community is towards Bethesda's Creation Club program.
There's a wonderful kind of a bit of irony going on here. You can download this thing for free to hide the thing that wants you to pay for things.
It's a beautiful reaction. It's like we couldn't have expected
Yeah.
any less from the modders themselves, because that's what modders are all about, like being ingenious about things and coming up with ways of making games better. This essentially makes the game better because you don't have to worry about the adverts for the Creation Club.
You don't have to see it as well. It's like you can't release a game then like 5-6 years later slap a big flipping storefront thing on the front of it and then just not expect any kind of reaction from your fans. They're probably not even thinking about this as like a haha, we'll get back at Bethesda and show them how we really feel about Creation Club. It's like, it's just practical. Like, as with many things in the modern community, it's like, okay, this is kind of annoying. How can we make it better? And they've just nailed it like that straight away. Well done.
Nice one to the modders. They're adding in this free DLC to remove the advertisement for the other paid DLC. So,
in other news this week, British retailer Game made one of the most poorly judged tweets we've seen in a while. In a bid to promote some of its exciting offers, the official Twitter account for Game's Cons Water store in Belfast tweeted out on Tuesday, "Hurricane Irma may be causing chaos, but check out our crazy good tech deals to brighten up your day. Hashtag Game Loves Tech." If you didn't already know, the deadly Hurricane Irma caused quite catastrophic damage to much of the Caribbean and the state of Florida. It's estimated to have killed over 40 people, but never mind about that, how about this iPhone 7? The game spokesperson issued a statement in response to the outrage to this, which read, "The tweet was inappropriate and now we've taken it down. We have sympathy with those affected by Hurricane Irma," which sounds very sincere, doesn't it? Good job, Game. Well handled. Awful. Shocking.
This is like horrific exploitation of people who are dying in the real life world, and all they care about is trying to sell some products. It's social media management at its worst, right? Because people get trained in this type of thing. You got to jump on trends, right? That's the whole thing. Like on Twitter, you got to make a hashtag about what's trending. Hashtag Hurricane Irma. Yeah. But never mind about that.
Death and devastation. Let's get on that.
Never mind about that. Come and give us some of your money, because essentially that's what they care about. Somebody's been sacked over this, haven't they? Been taken off Twitter duties or something. But Game weren't the only people to kick up a fuss online this week. After causing a bit of controversy with his use of the N-word during a live stream, YouTube personality PewDiePie has since apologised for what he said. In a short 1.5 minute long video, PewDiePie said, "It was something that I said in the heat of the moment. It was the worst word I could possibly think of, and it just sort of slipped out. I'm just an idiot, but that doesn't make what I said or how I said it okay. It was not okay. I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt or disappointed anyone with all of this." Have the PewDiePie fanboys gone yet? Because we covered this on in the week, and we got an influx of...
Yeah, so PewDiePie's apologised for the thing he said that everyone said wasn't wrong, but PewDiePie said that was wrong, what happened was wrong, and I'm sorry for what happened, is what PewDiePie himself said.
He didn't try and justify it, like many comments we've seen on our video, which were horrific. Sorry guys, you're probably not PewDiePie fans around here, so we're probably in the safe zone.
Because we blocked the out of you.
Yeah, but some of the awful comments. It's the worst part of doing what we do is like being exposed to those types of people who think it's okay. But PewDiePie himself said, he's condemned what he's done. And there's still people condoning what he's done. So don't condone it. It's bullshit.
Also this week, after 18 years working at Naughty Dog, creative director Bruce Straley has announced he will be leaving the acclaimed studio. In a post on the Naughty Dog website, Straley said, "After heading up 3 extremely demanding projects and taking some extended time away from the office, I found my energy focusing in other directions, and I slowly realised this was the signal that it's time to move on. I'm leaving Naughty Dog with the strongest team it's ever had, and that's saying a lot. But more than the talent, it's the people that I'll miss the most." Straley was co-director with Neil Druckmann for The Last of Us and Uncharted 4. He's also worked on pretty much every game Naughty Dog has ever made, starting his career as an artist for Crash Team Racing back in 1999. In the new book by a respected games journalist Jason Schreier, Blood, Sweat and Pixels, Straley spoke about the insane crunch that the team had to endure in order to finish Uncharted 4 and how this motivated him to take an extended break from game development. Naughty Dog is an acclaimed studio, one of many people's favourites, and it gets a lot of credit and it's seen as one of the good guys up there with CD Projekt and the like. So this book from respected games journalist Jason Schreier has kind of messed with that perception a little bit and implied that maybe things aren't as rosy because they have this insane focus on crunch at Naughty Dog, which a lot of studios have, but apparently is a problem there. And obviously this guy has even kind of expressed that himself by saying, "I've worked on a lot of games and they're very critically acclaimed and it was stressful. Now I kind of want a break." So maybe there's something to that. Maybe it's not all rosy at Naughty Dog.
When you hear the name Naughty Dog, you think Neil Druckmann. He's the main he's the face, project lead of Naughty Dog. But Straley's the dude who's co-produced a lot of the content, like The Last of Us and the Uncharted series. So he's like a huge guy, a huge name at Naughty Dog. And for him to be leaving and saying that he's probably lost motivation or he's lost the will to do it, does it display some behind the scenes problems that they've got on Naughty Dog? I don't know, but it does leave the question, what's he going to work on next? Is he going to open another studio? Because that would be awesome, right? Another studio producing games like Uncharted and The Last of Us, that would be pretty cool.
Well, I don't know. To me, it sounds like he's actually stepping away from just making games kind of full stop. And it might be a creative thing. It's like The Last of Us. You make The Last of Us, and for me, that had the perfect story, the perfect ending. And then Sony wants a sequel to that. So maybe he's kind of thinking, oh, shit, but that's the whole thing. We've finished it. It's done. It might be some kind of, in a creative world like that. Yeah, exactly. You don't know how a guy feels about the thing he's been working on. So maybe it's that. Maybe it is flat out just exhaustion from doing the thing he's been doing for 18 years.
Also in the news, Blizzard says that it can't put out as many updates as it would like for its huge multiplayer shooter Overwatch because it's too busy swinging the BAM hammer. In a new developer video posted this week, the games director Jeff Kaplan explained that Blizzard has already taken action on almost 500,000 accounts. He explained that 480,000 accounts have been in some way penalized, while 340,000 of those were a direct result of the game's player report system. The game has at least 30 million registered players, and Kaplan made a pretty direct appeal asking people to, just chill the f out.
Our highest level philosophy is if you're a bad person doing bad things in Overwatch, we don't want you in Overwatch, Kaplan said. The bad behaviour is not just ruining the experience for one another, but the bad behaviour is also making the game progress in terms of development at a much slower rate. We want to make new maps, we want to make new heroes, we want to make animated shorts, but we've been put in this weird position where we're spending a tremendous amount of time and resources punishing people and trying to make people behave better. He is right, that is weird. It's weird that a company's got to throw manpower and resources at this to try and make people not be dickheads. It's surely you can manage that yourselves, right? You don't need the help of Blizzard to do that. They're clearly taking this seriously. This isn't the first time they've mentioned the toxicity thing. It's been for a few months a running thing for them now. Kaplan, they got the big dog himself talking about it now.
That does really illustrate how seriously they're taking it, where Kaplan himself, he's funny because he comes onto the video and says, team member Jeff here doesn't
not Jeff motherfucking Kaplan.
Yeah, the reporting system is now live on console versions of the game, so you can report people. 340,000 people have already been penalised due to the reporting procedure, so it does actually have an effect. So no more commenting about Tracer's arse because you could get yourself banned. Now that's bad news, isn't it?
Yeah. Finally this week, following the Nintendo Direct livestream which took place on Wednesday, the games industry was exposed to a shocking revelation. Mario's bare chest. Mario, as in Mario the Plumber, Nintendo, and possibly gaming's most iconic mascot, has nipples, and people just can't really process that. During their direct stream, Nintendo showed off some new gameplay for Super Mario Odyssey, where they gave a glimpse at some of the new levels. One level takes place on a tropical beach, so obviously Mario is wearing a pair of swimming shorts, and he's got his top off. Of course he has, he's on the beach, he's about to have a swim. The promo shot sent the internet into absolute meme frenzy though, as gaming fans the world over try to get their heads around Mario's nipples.
Yeah, try and get your head around Mario's nipples. That's something to behold, eh?
There's no nipples.
There's no nipples.
It's a rare thing, apparently. It's like there's some. What was it, Liam? There was some
promotional art from like 1992.
Yeah, we've got some promotional art of Mario's nipples, and there's some even pixel work of Mario's nipples. This, however, is like it's all 3D. It's like proper, you know. Mario's got nipples, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you covering Mario up there in your t-shirt, Mike, because we wouldn't want to melt the internet with...
He's wearing his overalls though. He's not at the beach.
Well,
that would be nuts.
Mario with his nipples on a t-shirt, that's going to be your next project, Mike. Coming next week with a Mario nipples t-shirt, that'd be cool. Mario's nipples but with his moustache instead of the nipples, because that was one of the memes.
People were like getting pretty creative with it, like we'll just probably show you some on the screen, or you've already seen some like already on the screen, but it's just like zooming in really, really close to those things, and you know, adding a moustache obviously, because it's Mario.
That's funny.
Getting a hat on there.
There's like the M of nipples. I don't know why. Like, M for Mario, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, of course.
People got 2 nipples, but like
yeah,
there was a lot of nipples in that one because it was an M shape, like I said.
Yeah. So that's a lot for the news roundup this week. What was your favourite story of the week, or was there anything else that caught your eye in the news? Let us know down in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you are new around here. There's another video on your screen here if you want to watch that. Support us on Patreon if you're awesome, and we'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.